I was sitting here all this time being like, I am live. Nope. Well, damn. I rebuilt the Ender and I was hoping I would be able to do that on stream. But oh well. Thus is life. Do I want to do... Thank you, honey.
You're welcome, honey.
Do I want to do that? Yeah, I think I do want to do that. I think that's a little bit more, like, visually interesting. And again, and I don't need this to be super interesting. I just want it to be not all dirt. You know, I think that works. Okay. So let's finish terraforming over here. And I will just, let's see how, yeah, just go straight. So let me just do this. Back to, I think I'll go back to this stone here and then maybe do a gradient up. Because I don't need the whole thing, like, unearthed. That's just way too much work. But, yeah, maybe do like a, there's that incline. I'll just follow that. There we go. That seems reasonable. Alright. Plus that'll be a good way to get, like, a little path back over to the, back over to the chest for everyone. So just take this out a little bit so it's not quite a... Hello! How are you? I know I am very serial. Mainly it's just because I'm trying to figure out like the best times for streaming, both for audience and for like my life in general. So it'll probably settle down in a little bit. I don't know, I'm too far away. There we go. How are you? How are you today, Crimson? Where are my shears? They're in here. There we go. Day is only an hour in. Like 1 a.m. hour in, or like you've been awake for an hour? Or both, you know? 1 a.m. So are you still up or are you up again? Because that's the key, I guess. I feel like up again is worse. Yeah, still up is like, oh, it's just a late night. That's fine. Up again is like, ugh, why did you have to get up at 1 a.m.? So, let's see. I feel like a doofus because like my husband walked in here and was all quiet like and like, oh, I don't want to interrupt the stream. And I was like, it's fine. I don't have any viewers. And then he was like, wait, you're not streaming. And I'm like, what? I didn't push the button? I finished the Ender. You go to sleep at 3 a.m.? Yeah, I am such the opposite of that. I'm like a morning person kind of just naturally, which is really annoying. Like, it's obnoxious to be a morning person. Like, it's not just obnoxious for other people, it's obnoxious for us too. Yeah. What it turns into for me is like having a lot of tea. So like I'm currently on my 3rd cup of tea, and I've been up for about 5 hours? Actually, that's a small amount of tea in 5 hours for me. It would be more if I was working right now. There we go. That seems good. Alright. Yeah, so I built like a whole Ender thinking I was on stream, and then my husband walks in and is like, you're not on stream. I'm like, no! dial down, we'll start again. I won't, but I was kind of frustrated by it. But that's mornings for you, right? Is like, you think you push the button and then you didn't. 6 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. to 2 a.m. days of 4.5 hours sleep. Dude, wasn't it amazing when we could do that in school like all the time? Oh my god. Can I please be able to survive fruitfully off of 4 hours of sleep again? I mean, I never get more than like 6 anyway, but dang, I'd love the extra 2 hours in my day. Alright, so I need to put... Let's see. Yeah. Man. I kind of miss that because like some of the best stuff that you get up to is like at 2 a.m. Go. That's a little better. And we'll just do that. So I don't know if you've seen this. Have I shown you this, Crimson? What this whole thing is? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was never one of those people. I always had to have like at least a little sleep every night. Yeah. I had a few friends that were like, I'll sleep when I'm dead. And I'm like, that sounds like it's a long time from now. There we go. Little more. I don't need it to be perfect. I'm just going to make it perfectly unperfect. Imperfect? There we go. Let's see. That's fine. Okay. Let's see. Do I have wood on me? I don't think so. So let me... I have literally never looked at the bottom of an ender chest before. That's cool. That's a really cool pattern. I like that. Shit, now I'm gonna have to like make a ceiling out of ender chests or something. Oh, that's gonna be so much. Alright. Wood. That's what I was doing. I got distracted. Go. And spruce, that's fine. And yeah, I don't have to be up at 5:30 every morning, but that's just when the combination of my body and my dog wake me up. So that's when I'm up, pretty much no matter what. Let's see there, and I need... Where did it go? There it is. I told you. Yeah, it's rough. I've kind of gotten used to it. There are some days when I like get to sleep in until like 7, and I'm like, ah, the height of luxury. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if you're doing it every day, you get into a routine, you know? Only the best decisions. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna do... There we go. And then I need 9... grief. Responsibility. Sounds fake. Signs are gonna be in here after I make planks. Alright. Signage. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Don't need those. Alright, so we have wash. Toast. Towel. Let's see. Who else is on here? Dan. Earlier, I deforested the entirety of the northern area of the South Silicon Island. Yeah. Who else is on here? Who else is on here? Taco is on here. Lush, Taos, Tao, Taco, Nick, Dan, Echoes, and who am I missing? Lush, Taos, Tao, Taco, Nick, Dan. Why don't I look at the frickin'... I'm gonna look at the... There we go. Taco and Wash, Tao, Taos, Nick. Okay. Oh, Aaron and Aurora. Okay. You know, I'm gonna just put his. Okay. There. And, oh my goodness, it's dark over here. Rude. I accidentally started a raid in a spot I didn't know I had villagers on the island. Oh no! How close do I have to be to the bed? Good grief. Alright. Yeah, I just spent like 3 weeks worth at least of time, of like Minecraft time in the Nether, so I don't have any concept of like sleeping anymore in Minecraft. Bob Home, Aurora Sky, let's do okay. Alright, so word and Seti. I almost accidentally got someone on CC to sleep. Oh, they would not have been happy with you. Oh my goodness. Cortal and there we go. Echoes, Aurora, Bob Home, Wash, Taoseti. Cool. Alright, so that's everybody. I asked for sleep and they said they almost killed themselves with it. Oh my gosh. I I know, right? It's so easy to do that though. Like if your bed just happens to be in your inventory and then you're in the nether and someone's like, oh God, can someone sleep? And you've been in there for a while, you like forget. You forget that that's a thing. Because you're just like, oh yeah, I'll totally sleep. I've just been doing stuff. It feels like the same as mining when like it's totally fine to sleep when you're mining because it's overworld, but you're still not seeing the sun. Alright, I'm gonna need to put some like lanterns over here, I think. Let's see. Hug Willie T. Thank you for the follow. Hello. Weird fact, the end is the place where most things explode. Huh. Because I knew beds explode in the end, right? What else explodes in the end? Let's see. Do this. Oh, look, lanterns. Alright, so there, there. I'll put one there. I'm sure I have more some here. Is there any chance I can somehow join because I'm looking for a new SMP? I like to kind of know my peeps on the server first, but if you're just hanging out and we get to know each other a little bit, then maybe. You know, I don't like to put total strangers on the server because it's just with my friends. We only have about 10 people on it right now, so just being a little careful. Thanks, appreciate it. Creepers and crystals, TNT, beds, respawn anchors, and the wither. The wither doesn't explode. Well, I mean, the wither explodes, but let's see. The wither explodes, but you can cheese the wither in the end. I did it yesterday. So well, yeah, but it does that in the overworld too. Let's see. Just in chat, huh? Yeah. It still counts as exploding. All right, but you're doing it on purpose, and that's kind of the point. Like, it's not like, oh, but wait, what? End crystals? What's a? Oh yeah. That counts. Yeah. Okay. So like the normal things that explode, respawn anchors, and beds. Let's see. Okay, I want to get some of this out of the way. Is there any lore on the server? Well, we call it cursed. And that is largely because of the terrain generation that we have on it. So I'll take a quick little flight around and show you what I mean. Because we started this server, it's only a few months old, so we started it in 1.19. And this is how it generated in. We didn't do anything funky. This is how it generated. But we have a ton of these huge walls of just like terrain generation mishaps, which makes for some interesting landscapes, especially over here. Give me 1 second. Like, see, this is a basically flat wall. I think it's over here. Let's see. Okay, so here's that. So it is this way. Well, I'll have to check that boat. I haven't seen that one. Where'd I go? Am I out too far in the ocean? I might be. Like, it goes on. We're thinking of doing a villager ant farm on one of these walls. Just because, like, why wouldn't you? Over here, not quite there, but right around here. Yep, here we go. We have quite a few of these happening. These are underwater ruins that populate on terrain instead of in the water. I mean, the rest of them are down there, but you know, because those aren't jungle. Those aren't jungle temples. Those are underwater ruins. And I have one in the savannah that's a sand version too. They're all over the place. So yeah, we call this seed cursed because this is all how it generated in. We didn't do any updates to new versions or anything like that. Also, I'm assuming it was probably something I did, but I don't know what it would have been that I did because all I was doing was adding some client-side mods on my side of things. But it reset our nether and our end a couple of days ago, so we had to go and make our new, like, put our nether transportation back together, like put our hub back together essentially. And I just rebuilt our ender this morning. I had to fight the dragon again too, so where am I going? There we go, we're going this way. Is there age restrictions on the server? I would like to keep it above 18 just because I'm not terribly equipped to like protect underage folks from anything. Not that there would be anything that they'd need protecting from because my folks are really sweet. But I just don't want to get in trouble with parents, you know? That's not something I'm in Minecraft for, is to get in trouble with parents for like swearing around someone or you know, having a chat about an adult like topic or whatever. Like we don't usually get into that kind of stuff, but it's just kind of a protection. Like there's those parents out there. Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of like one of those like, oh, I don't know. I'm fine with chatting with folks of any age, but I also, you know, like I say fuck on occasion, and I sometimes talk about like stuff that's going on in people's lives, and sometimes that's appropriate for younger folks and sometimes it's not, you know. So, but you know, like I said, it's still early days on the server. We haven't been around very long. Just kind of having fun. So, let's see. What am I doing? What am I doing? Right, I need to do the exit on the maze, and I need to do, because I've got the chest. Okay, so I need to do the spooky, and I need to do the exit. So let me just switch over the day here. Let's see. So I'm gonna need a little more basalt because I decided that's what I'm working with, and those can stay. And then, oh yeah, I want to empty out this because I took some supplies. So just go over here real quick, dump off that extra in here. This is just the drop off for my sorting system, so that it's easy to just put away all the junk that's left over from whatever project we've been working on. The sorter itself is level 1 here, and then level 2 below it, which is mostly non-block items. Let's see. Grab the lanterns. And you can really tell I'm the only one on the server right now because the spruce slabs that I left over here like an hour ago are still here. Rooted dirt. You know, I think, oh, I don't have it over here. I'll have to grab it out of my under chest. Okay. People used to invite me to a server with like a lot of adults. Okay. Yeah, like individual cases are always, you know, up to the people. To be honest, I hadn't had anybody ask before, so I'm kind of just still feeling out what we want to do about that. Because so far it's, let's see, I think there's only one person on the server that I haven't met in person. So like still figuring out how we want to approach adding people to the server. I want to make sure everyone's comfortable with the rules that I set and haven't had a chance to have that discussion yet. So, work in progress, you know? Let's see. Going to drop another lantern over here just so I don't have to keep the torches around because I hate torches. Let's see. And there we go. That's starting to get there. And I think we can, I'll leave that for now because I'm probably gonna need to sleep a couple more times while I'm over here. So I'm just also gonna add a little, there we go. Just for the moment. Alright. And then go and take care of the exit over here. I think I'm gonna have to deal with this. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna cover up that lava because I don't think I need it. And I don't want it to burn up all the whatever that I put over here. So, you know, I'm just gonna grab some dirt from one of those chests over here. And of course I miss. Such professional. I almost got in a server called Enigma, but something happened with the owner, so it shut down. And the owner was very kind of, yeah, weird. It shut down. It was kind of popular. Yeah, there's a lot of like personal cases that go into that kind of thing. Like if the owner just like doesn't feel like they can keep up with it anymore, or you know, something happens between them and someone else on the server. Like there's a lot of stuff that can happen there. But yeah, I think as long as people are like respectful with each other and don't cause chaos for just no reason, you know, it should be fine. But yeah, there's a lot of different people in the world and you don't always know what's going on. Let's see. No danger lava for me. Thank you very much. No. Yeah, that's also really like scary to think about. Like everyone was all worked up. Well, I say everyone. There were people that were all worked up about the new update with the yeah, it was IRL. Okay. Yeah. It's a concern. But yeah, that's why I couldn't really understand why everyone was all worked up about the update with the chat reporting, because it was just trying to take care of people. And it's like if you're really worked up about the fact that you might get reported for behavior that you're performing on a server, then there's a larger conversation to be had about your behavior, you know? Like, that's just how I feel. It's like, if you're not doing anything that's going to cause someone to report you in earnest because, you know, they think that you're harassing them or something like that, then you're fine. Like, don't even fuss about it. If you're fussing about it, then it means that you feel like your behavior might fall into that category. So, but anyway, that's my 2 cents. Get this wool out of the way because this was just my boundary marker so that I would keep everything square-ish, quadrilateral-ish. Okay. There we go. Yeah, who knows? I really don't think there's any excuse for someone to be fooling around with minors. You know, but that's not my bag. I don't wanna get stuck in someone else's drama about it. Yeah. I think I will, you know, I think sometimes the best we can do is just be like good people ourselves and go from there, you know? If everyone's trying to be a good person, everyone's trying to take care of people, I think the world would be a lot better, just in general. But I've learned that that is a somewhat naive point of view, at least from some perspectives. I tend to think that people are good until I'm proven otherwise, until they've proven to me that they are otherwise, and that can backfire spectacularly. So I can't necessarily recommend it as the best way to go, but it's how I go. I just prefer to think the best of people. You know, until you get to that point where you can't. They've shown that they're not trustworthy or responsible, you know. Just protect the people who need protecting and don't be a dick. And I have fairly simple rules. I have a sweatshirt that I wear all the time that says, take no shit, do no harm, or do no harm, take no shit. And that pretty much sums it up. Like, do no harm, don't let people do harm to you or the people you love. You know, don't accept people's unacceptable behavior. It's really what it comes down to, I think, for me. Let's see. Just kind of trying to neaten up this little area a little bit because I kind of like how it's like this little basin that you climb out of when you get out of the maze. I think that's fun. Let's see. I just like that. I like that kind of. Take this. There we go. That's starting to look like a thing that was on purpose. Okay. That's not too bad. I'm gonna do a quick slip. Let's see. Almost. Look at that. It was so close. I'll get my precision landings down someday. Let's see. Da, da, da. While I'm sleeping, I'm just gonna. There we go. Cool. Alright, now let's do some basalty nonsense over here. Let's see what we can do here. Da, 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 da. Okay. being a server that was really good, but I shut down. But it shut down because of some dumb reason. There were lore and much more stuff happening. Yeah, I really like when lore starts to show up in a world. You know, even if it's just as simple as like what I have going on right now, which is just like this thing is heckin' cursed. Like between this. Oh, and our spawn point is in water too. Like straight up, just you fall into water. So yeah, heckin' cursed. And I'm sure other stuff will start to come out of it too. Like I really want to build some sort of kind of city environment and maybe a castle and, you know, start to create like an actual world, you know, that feels like it's lived in. I think that would be cool. And I think some lore will kind of naturally come out of that. I love some of the fun stuff that's coming out of Empires. I don't know if you watch Empires, but I love their SMP. I have watched a lot of Pixel Riff stuff, and he does like really, really cool things with his builds. Him and Fwip and Smallish Beans, like they just blow my mind with their builds, you know. And I actually just this morning watched Fwip's new hardcore episode that he's working on a city, and that, like I said, that's something that I want to try and tackle. So I'm like fascinated by how he's going about it. And I want to get Lightmatica to work on my computer because I think that that's just going to be so much help for getting builds planned and set and all of that. You know, so that's something I'm probably going to work on in the next few weeks. Let's just get Lightmatica working, see if I can start working creative on some build ideas, especially now that we've got kind of the bones of the server down. You know, like we've got the iron farm, we've got the ender, we've got you know, several other farms like sheep farm or wool farms and chicken farms and sugarcane and all that sort of stuff. So like now that we have those things down, I think more like kind of let's create something with a story. Yeah, you could add me on Discord. Let's see, what's my Discord? Okay. That's me. Yeah, no problem. Let's see. I think I want to take this out and make it a pillar. And same thing on this side. Because I want to leave the door open because, like, it's really going to be tough for them to find the exit, you know. I do need to camouflage that one, so I think I might do some pistons or something with that. But it is going to be, like, pretty tough for them to find the exit, so I am perfectly happy to just, like, leave that open and let light be a thing that they can look for. Because it's a tough maze. It is not super easy. So I'm just gonna do this just to give some light over here. And we're gonna get rid of the floating trees that offend my sensibilities. Again. I know this one's technically connected, but you know, it doesn't have any leaves on it. Okay. I don't need this. I'd rather have the saplings. Looks like Endermen have been around here. Let's see. Anything else that's kind of... Alright, this one block needs to go. Alright. I think I'm going to take this one down too, because that's just... Meh. I want to leave that mushroom though, just to be like on the other side and be like, your exit is there. Claiming land is also a good mod for a server. Oh, is that like a server that you can like draw out like protected areas and stuff? That's cool. We do have a rule that of no griefing on the server, so you know, everyone's pretty respectful, so that's not a huge problem. You know, I like from the beginning I've said like, hey, if you're gonna do shenanigans, either do shenanigans that everyone would be okay with no matter what, or have permission to do the shenanigans. Like, be a grown up about it, essentially. Like, don't be stupid. 'Cause like, if people are gonna do really big and complicated builds, I don't want people just like throwing TNT in the middle of some, you know, dynamic village that someone has spent months building or something like that. But none of the people on here would really do that kind of thing unless they were already sure that the person would be okay. Like I said, it's a group of friends, so it's, you know, pretty easy right now. But if we decide to grow the server more, then we're gonna have to put down some more kind of like guidelines, you know, or even, you know, gasp rules. Let's see. All right, so that's pretty good. I want to create like maybe a path or a railway or something. Do you have a single player world going, or is it just not grabbing your attention anymore? Let's see. Single player, or no, like a path or a railway or something. Or do I want to just... Doesn't grab your attention? Yeah, I feel that. Like, that's why I started a server in the first place, is because I wanted to like have kind of more dynamic stuff going on where people are contributing to different things. Yeah, I feel that. Let's see. Yeah, it gets super dark in here. It's great. Let me see. Yeah, but the light level still stays at like 5. I think the darkest it gets is 5. Yeah. Oh shoot, I wasn't looking. Where did I go? There's the light. I see the light. Alright. It's a hard maze. Let's see. What do I want to do here? What do I want to do? I want to... You know what I want over here is I want a bell. Let's see. Yeah, patience is key. Most people who have servers, you know, it's also about building some relationships, because most people that I know who have servers, like some people when they're streaming, if someone just comes on and says like, hey, is there a way to join? Like, they'll just be like, no, and you just lost your chance. Because they just get to ask that so much. So, like, highly recommend just like building some relationships with people who have servers that you find interesting, just getting to know some people, letting them get to know you. Because that's, I mean, for the most part, all people are wanting to know is that, like, you're not a psychopath. You know, that you're not going to come on and cause havoc and just be a dick to everybody. You know, and that you're someone that they find, you know, interesting to talk to and would have fun playing with. I think that's probably the best way to go about it, you know. What was I over here to do? I don't remember what I need. what did I need? What was I doing? I finished the other side of that thing, and then I wanted to, what did I want to do? Let's see. Bell. That's what I was doing. I was getting a bell. Oh, the ADHD. It's so hard. Alright, if we have one. Yeah, I want to build an empire too. I think that'd be super fun to do. Let's see. But I also need to like still kind of learn how to have the patience and the planning and the, you know, all of that stuff to like do that kind of thing too. Because my other problem is that I'll get into a project and then I'll realize how freaking big it is, or I'll get to the like the ugly stage and I'll get so like frustrated with it that I'll just be like, okay, fine, I'm gonna do something else. So I want to do I think I just need the bell. I think that's all I need right now. But it's really fun to be, yeah, actually will. Okay, cool. It's really fun to be on a server because you can kind of pool your resources for like getting the start on things. So we got iron going really early, like iron farms, and the end is open, and you know, so everyone has elytra, even the people who like we have one person who just like is not interested in elytra, is not interested in fighting mobs. They're just here to build and have a good time. And we even got them some elytra with like unbreaking and mending on it, so if they wanted to, they could travel that way for convenience. And they still just go over land, which is great. You know, it's like however you want to play. But you get to play like with people. Yeah, sometimes you do have to kill mobs, but he generally tries to like avoid it. It's not about like he doesn't seek it out is more the thing. He doesn't seek out the mob fights. So like he didn't really have a whole lot of interest in doing the dragon fight, but he wanted to be there to like you know, see what it was like because he'd never done it. And so we just made him the medic on the team. Like it worked out great. He carried a lot of potions around and like helped, you know, splash potions of healing and that kind of thing. So, you know, I like that kind of stuff where like everyone has their own brand of Minecraft that they like to play, and you get the right combination of people together and you can just do really cool things. All right, so I think the entrance and exit is pretty well sorted now. So I'm gonna go over here because I have a little yeah, I need to get rid of the rest of the wool too, but honestly I'm not too worried about it. I have a little access point over here to go underneath. Oh, raining? Yeah, I've got sun where I am. So probably at some point today I'll go out there and play with the pup because he loves chasing the ball. Let's see. Just gonna dig out some of this here because this is one block below the mine, or not the mine, the maze, obviously. So I'm gonna dig out some of this because I have Skulk Shriekers and Skulk Sensors, and so I'm gonna just seed them around the maze for a bit. Oh, you're sick? It isn't COVID, is it? Let's see. Good. At least it's not that, because then it would just be like you'd have to quarantine and do all that nonsense. Yeah, it's the season for colds, unfortunately. I have so much stuff in my inventory. This has got to change. All right. But well, colds don't usually last too long, so hopefully you'll be up and about before too long anyway. Let's see. Get rid of that. I could put some more stuff in my other shulker here. There. Just clear out some room so I can maneuver here. Last week of school next week, so you really want to be there. Yeah. Are you senior? Is it your senior year? If you don't mind sharing, you don't have to share. I don't want to push people to do ages and such. Let's see. Yes, that'll work. Okay. Oh. Good point. So senior year for me is the last year of high school. So usually around like 17, 18. Swedish. Okay, yeah. That's cool. I actually watch a lot of streamers who have a lot of audience in Sweden and Finland and kind of that whole area of Europe. But yeah, so senior year in high school for me was 17 or 18 years old. And it's like the last year before either college or like getting a real like grown-up job kind of thing. So I don't know how the school system works in Sweden though. See, ninth grade for us is freshman year, so like 14 to 15-ish is usually the age you are in freshman year for the U.S. And yeah, there you go. So it's pretty close. Let's see. If you've watched anything from Pixelrips that I was mentioning earlier, he has a podcast that he does about Minecraft called The Spawn Chunks. Have you heard anything about that? Okay. You might want to check it out. It's a really great podcast. He and another YouTuber and Twitch streamer, Joel Duggan, are the hosts, and they basically just talk about like what's going on in Minecraft, news on updates. They have a Patreon, so they have a Discord for all of their patrons, and you know they'll do like they'll answer questions from their patrons or anyone who sends them an email. They'll do like if you're a patron, they'll do like a monthly hangout where everyone can like get together on a call and share pictures of their builds and things like that, and that's kind of cool. And that's actually where I found people that like I got to know a little bit and then got on a server with them. And like the server that I'm on with them is like 16 plus is generally the age that they go for. So it might be worth it to, you know, if that's something that you have the capacity to do. I think that group of people on that Patreon is really amazing. Why? Oh, no, don't worry about that. It's not a voice call for the most part anyway. It's like a Discord chat, and then like Pix and Joel will get on voice chat, but there's a couple hundred people on there, so there's no way they would actually do like a voice chat for everybody. But yeah, I don't think you have to worry about that. Besides, there's some 18-year-olds out there that hasn't happened to yet, so it's just whatever your body chooses to do. I doubt it. I doubt it. Voices are so subjective these days anyway, you know? Like there's a whole gradient of voices that, you know, maybe wasn't so normal in past years, but you know, people who are transitioning might have a voice that's more feminine or masculine than what they present as, or you know, as a result may sound younger or older than how they present. You know, it's all subjective, and it's all based on literally how long your vocal cords are. Yeah, I don't have the full science on it, because like I'm a linguist, but I studied more on the language side of things, like on the semantics and pragmatics kind of side of things, rather than anatomy. But yeah. That's amazing. Let's see. Make sure I have some sort of sense of my bearings here. I might not do the full maze with the noises, but I do want to get it through most of the way. Oh no, what now? Yeah. They're like, oh, I can't believe I got schooled so bad. Let's see. Oh yeah, the auto mod's a little aggressive. I might need to turn it down a little bit. It was really funny yesterday because I was on a stream and talking to a couple friends of mine from the Discord, and I found the skeleton horse that I have up by my base, and so they were telling me that I should go and grab a saddle and then ride it back to base so that I could have it, you know, back at base, obviously, and the auto mod flagged ride him because it could be sexual content. And I was like, okay, literally though, there's horses. Like, that is an unnecessary flag. I realize what you're trying to do, auto mod, but come on. But honestly, I was a little impressed that the auto mod had capacity for that specific a type of slang, you know, because yeah, that might not have gotten flagged in earlier years, but you know, just because of how slangy it is, it's not like dictionary English. But I guess it's been in the public consciousness for like a few decades now, so. Nice, congratulations. That's awesome. I wouldn't know the division even if you knew, because I am like so far removed from sports. I used to do some sports in school, like in high school and college. But like I don't tend to watch any professional sports, anything like that. So I don't, like all the leagues and things and divisions. I don't really have any idea what's going on. Let's see. I wanna let's get stone on my hotmark because I want to keep the andesite for other projects. That sounds like it's a prestigious division. Yeah, it's not about height, it's about how you use what you've got. Qualifies as good advice for most scenarios in life, I find. It just occurred to me that I probably don't need to dig out the whole area. I could probably, yeah, exactly. It's the practice that you put in, and it's the skill building that you put in, and it's the time that you put in. Basically, time is the most important thing you can put towards a skill. I just realized I could do this like a strip mine instead of like just digging out the whole area, and I feel like that's gonna get this done a lot faster. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Drop off some of this stuff again. Oh, I do not miss the drama. I do not miss the drama of middle school and high school, like that whole age. No. Dude, like, it's your home language. Of course you're gonna do that sometimes. I feel bad sometimes because English is my first language and it's kind of the lingua franca of the world now. And like I do have some ability in other languages. Like I have a little bit of Spanish. I'm pretty decent in French considering I have a degree in it. And I'm learning some sign language, kind of just on a consistent basis. But I kind of am jealous of like the countries in the world that just like most people are bilingual by default, just because of either the educational policies or just the fact that there's more than one dominant language in the country. I kind of am jealous of pretty much everyone in Europe for that reason. Because in America it's like there's no real expectation to learn a second language, and I think mom is Russian and dad is Swedish. Yeah, there's a lot more of that in Europe as well. Like I think sometimes yeah. Like, oh my gosh. Also, like, who is more badass than President Zelensky? Like, I think I'm getting that name right, but the Ukrainian president, like, for help, like, oh my god. He is such a great, like, he's so good at just bringing people together. Yeah, I feel jealous of Europeans for having easier access to bilingualism than Americans do, and more like impetus to actually be bilingual, or close to it. Again, don't need puppies. Let's see. All right. Get a light in here so I can see what I'm doing. I know very few Russian words, but I did pick up at least one curse word in Russian. I don't know how accurate it is, but I was doing a project in my master's program. Let's see. Hang on. What are either one of those? I don't know what those mean. Oh, gotcha. I'm gonna leave it. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it in the auto mod just because I don't want to teach it too many things. But that, yeah, I don't know that one. But my trainer back in the day, is that regular dirt? Yeah. Okay. My trainer back in the day was from. I think she was from. Where is she from? She was from one of the small ones. One of the countries that's former USSR, and so she spoke like essentially their dialect of Russian, and so she taught me Svolich. So I don't know if that. She said it meant fucking bitch. God, where was she from? I don't remember her. Swalich? It's like SV. Well, I mean, different alphabet, but the way that I did it phonetically was like SVOLICH, essentially, Swalich. Because it's that soft V. It came about because I was asking her to say words in Russian that like had minimal pairs to them, like words that prove that like a particular sound is unique in a language because you can replace just that sound and have a different word. So like in English, a minimal pair is like bat and cat, and that's how you know that both b and k are sounds in English, are distinct sounds in English, because they're both words and they're both identical except for that sound. And so we ran across like a sound that it was like the hard V sound and then the soft V sound. And so I was like, okay, is there a word that has this soft V sound in it that like rhymes with this other word? And she's like, I can only think of one and it's bad. I was like, let's go. Cussing is just another part of language, you know? Let's see. I might be able to. I want to check with the admins to see what the age range is on it, because I don't want to get either of us in trouble for it. So I'll check on that for you, but I may be able to. Alright, let's see. I may need to do some coordinate checking here, because I want to make sure I'm still under the maze. Actually, let me grab the coordinates here. So that's negative 409, 440. Okay. So, and then I can go up top and figure out where in the maze that is so that I know what else I need to dig out. Da-da. Have you ever been to IKEA? I literally have never been to an IKEA. Like, we have them, and tons of people love them, and like I have IKEA furniture, but I've just never been in one of the actual stores. What? So negative 400. Let's see. Okay, so the maze stops at negative 386, and alright, so the corner of the maze is, let's see, negative 379 and 445. Alright, negative 379, 445. So that is that far corner of the maze. Cool. Since I'm running by anyway, I will just take down this wool just to be completionist about it. Oh boy. You okay?
Yeah. Need shoes.
Do you need a hand?
I'm good, but things are about to wreck if
Yeah.
you're good.
Okay. I heard a crash from the other room, so I just wanted to check. Let's see. Yeah, I just heard a crash. I was like, that sounds like a thing breaking. But he seems to have it under control, so I will leave it alone. So let's see. I'm just gonna go. Is this the one I did? I think so. Let's see. Okay, so this is the far. No. Right here is 440 on the Z. So this is. Really, I don't know, man. I want to talk with my server mates and figure out what we want the rules to be around people that we don't know joining. So it'll probably be a minute because it'll take a minute for me to have that conversation with them. Thanks, I appreciate it. Let's see. So this is negative. Okay, so negative 379 is the furthest I can go this way. I might just do a perimeter and then do stuff inside that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm the owner. Thanks, I appreciate that. Really appreciate that. I really want to make a space that's just like a place for people to chill, and I'm glad. That's kind of what I like to do for people, is just like, the world's an okay place and we're doing okay in it. I think a lot of people put too much pressure on themselves in general. And, you know, late stage capitalism doesn't do any favors for anybody, so. Let's see. There. Alright, okay, I'm past it. Where am I past it? Let's see. 379. Alright, so this is 379, so we will block that off here, and then we'll go this direction until we get to -409, and that will give us the, hello, why is, okay, 379. So I'm basically digging out strategically underneath my maze and putting sensors and shriekers underneath so that when people walk through the maze in certain areas, they set off the shriekers, and just adds a little spookiness to the maze. It's 445. So no, I am going that way. I'm feeling silly about that. Okay. So I need to go this way. There we go, yeah. So I just went up to the top and grabbed the coordinates for like the far corner so that I could reach that and then just build the square around it and strip mine through it so that I can just put shriekers all the way through the maze without having to like actually traverse the maze and get lost in it. There. And I'm gonna turn the gamma on so I can see what I'm doing a little better. I still need to put torches down, but at least I'll be able to see. I'm going for, oh, I went too far again. 445. There we go. So. Thank you. I don't feel like a strip mine is super interesting right now, but I guess the concept behind it. All right, so I'm going, back in the positive direction here, just to put the final square out. I'm looking forward to, what I want to do with this maze is I want to get everyone, or as many people as I can from the server, together on the same day and like just set them loose on the server in the maze, and because there's also 24 barrels in the maze that have like Halloween-y themed items in there, and so the goal is to get as many of the items, or to get all 24 one of each, all 24 items, and then get out as fast as you can. And so and so I want to do that like on a stream, which is why the ceiling of the maze is actually made of glass with the netherrack on top of it, because I want to be able to run around and like watch them and watch the chaos. And like it also provides a spot for like if someone gets really stuck in the maze and is just having a tough time with it, I can like go above them and like guide them out, because I don't want anyone to get like really stuck and then start freaking out or panicking or anything like that, because I know that some people have issues with claustrophobia, and I don't know if that still translates through to like video game avatars or anything like that. Hello, puppy. Hello, puppy. Yes, you're a puppy boy. What?
You can still smell the peanut butter.
Oh, sorry.
Hello, yeah, you're a good boy.
What's that?
Two things.
Yeah.
One.
Good call.
Two. I'm gonna perambulate the boy.
Yeah.
You can stay here working on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Or you can come with, and the stuff is in the fridge.
Cool.
There's one notebook out there.
Sounds good. I won't be too much longer.
Alright.
Because I've been on for a little bit.
I'm just gonna do this for right this second.
Yes. Allergies are a bit.
Yep.
So I am strip mining under the maze to put the shriekers in.
Oh no!
Be afraid.
Ah,
Let's see. Where am I at? Did I go too far? Who am I? Where am I? What am I doing? Let's see. What is the... Well, actually, I can probably figure this out. So the Z and the... So if I'm going in the negative direction... Ta-da! There it is. There's the edge of the maze. Yeah, I might have even gone too far. Yeah, okay. So let me back that up a bit. And we'll just back in here a little. And that should be... No, that's still not under. Okay. I mean, it really depends. Like I said, I want to talk to my folks on the server. You know, but about, you know, what we want the expectations to be. Oh my god. He gets so excited about walks. It's like, you'd think that he would get used to the idea that that happens every day, but nope. Yeah, I just want to talk to my folks on the server. I want to make sure everyone is on the same page in terms of what we want to do with bringing people in. Oh, I'm still outside the maze, damn it. So, you know, it might take a little bit. It might not be like immediately that we figure that out. Because I also don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. So, you know, I wouldn't be like waiting with bated breath just because, you know, sometimes those conversations take a little while, especially since we're not all in the same state and we're not all online at the same time. You know, I have one person who works nights, so he's very rarely on at the same time as anyone other than me just because I get up so early. This is still not under the maze. How far in does it go? Let's see. Let's do here. No? Oh my god. Where is it? Am I just losing my mind? There we go. Alright, now we're into the maze. Cool. So we can just block off this whole thing. Oh look, I already basically did it. You know, someday I will actually like plan one of these builds out and it'll be great. I'll look like such a professional. Let's see. There we go. I appreciate it. I hope that I can provide something that people like. Cause I just like doing this stuff and I like hanging out and chatting, and I think the world in general probably could use more of that, you know, just to listen to people and talk and figure out how similar to each other we all are. Plus means I get to play video games all the time. It's like, who doesn't hate that? Or who doesn't like that? No, I also play some other stuff. I play some Played Up, which is really entertaining to play. It's basically like Overcooked, but as a roguelite. So you're just like working towards making a 5-star restaurant, and then, you know, there's some thing beyond that that's like a franchise thing that you get when you've unlocked 5 stars. It's way more fun than I'm making it sound right now. I'm just not, like, my words aren't all the way there right now. But yeah, Played Up is really fun. I might play some other things too. I'm just getting started, so I'm not really limiting myself right now. But Minecraft is like one of my special interests that I really like to do, and has a lot of options for customizing it and kind of making your own thing out of it. I might also do, some like playthroughs of like games I just like playing. Like maybe I'll do a playthrough of AC Odyssey, something like that. It just depends. Like I said, just starting out, so I'm still figuring it out. Let's see. And then is this the one that's the farthest, or do I need to keep going? Yeah, what did you stream? Oh, that sucks. Kids can be awful. Mm-hmm. Let me see how many more we've got here. Oh, I've got a ways to go. I'll just, let's see. Oh, if I wanted to be really evil, I could put some zombies in boats down here, so they're just moaning under the maze all the time. Oh, I'm so gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. That's awesome. That's a good number. What's this? Yeah, I think a little bit further. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. There we go. And I think that might be the last one that I need. Yeah, I think that's good. Oh yeah, oops, I went too far. Yeah, well, whatever. And yeah, so, okay, so I will close that off there. Cool. So if I did this right, this should be the back corner. Yeah, that, kids are awful. I mean, every individual kid I'm sure has redeeming qualities, but kids in general can be really, really tough. Let's see. Just gonna double check my coordinates. Just, remember that there's a whole world of people and relationships and experiences after school that are usually a lot better. I think middle school and high school were like the toughest years for me, just because of all of the social, like things that you have to navigate, and just, kids going through puberty and dealing with hormones and not being very good at it, because of course your frontal cortex is the last thing in puberty to basically upgrade to adult version. So like you're going through all these hormonal changes and you don't have any like way to equip yourself for like dealing with it, because your frontal cortex is what does it, and it's the last thing to upgrade essentially. But so it makes people crazy, and I wouldn't do it again for the world. I am just fine being beyond middle school and high school. It's tough, but it does get way better. Hey, you'll get there, don't worry, you're only a few years out. And it sounds long now, but it's gonna go by quick. Go. That should do it. So I should have a good cross section under the maze now. Now I just gotta figure out how many shriekers I want to put in, and then put them in with some sensors, and then capture some zombies and put them in boats under here, which could get interesting in a hurry. Oh, no, I need a couple more tunnels here. So let me just head down to the end of this one. Because I want to get this front corner of the maze too. So there we go. I'm going beyond the maze, but I'm just going to take this all the way out to the shore, and that way I'll be able to spot like how far back I need to stop. Let's see. So this is 506. So if I come back over here and go back in my little hidey hole and go back to 506. Here is where we stop there, and then we just go back in this direction. Ah. And that's the front edge of our maze. So just take this all the way back to the prep area, and then throw a couple cross hatches in between, and then we can get the shriekers in. Alright. Hello? Sir, I have some concerns. I have A few concerns, sir. Are you aware that you are encased in dirt? Okay. And then I think this is the front of the maze, maybe? Where's my... let's see. Let me test something here. I think this may have been a creeper explosion that I filled in with whatever blocks I had available. There we go. I don't mind if this edge is a little inside the maze, because that just will ensure that anywhere I place anything, it'll be within the range of the maze. Perfect, there we go. Alright. Then I think probably we can do just, I'm just gonna take this out because in my way. There we go. Okay, and, oh, this probably needs to be lit because I have the gamma on and I keep forgetting that that's a thing. Like I said, sir, I have concerns. Go. And there. Okay. I think just one crosshatch here would be fine. So we'll do this. There we go. And then I think there's one or two that I should just continue out to the edge. So we'll start here. There we go. And let's see if there's any more. I may want to put one in the middle there, so let's go all the way back. And divide up this big empty space right here. Here. I think that has almost done it. I think I need to, yeah, just the one more. There we go. Perfect. And lighting. Welcome back. Go. All right. Let's see if I've just lighting up anything else. Not that I really need to light it up because honestly it wouldn't hurt it to have mobs in here, because they would just end up making their respective noises and that would make it creepy too, but I really don't want creepers in here, just in case. And they would just take up the mob cap anyway. I don't need sticks, I need torches. So why not just pick out the ones I want down here? Let's see. Alright, and it's night outside, perfect. Let's see if we can, and we need to make a trip and drop off some supplies. Yeah, let's get some inventory taken care of here. Let's see. And there you go. All right. Oh, right, I wanted to go over this order. There we go. It's a skill. A lot of people think that patience is a talent, that you're either born with it or you're not, but it's a skill. It's something that you just have to learn and practice, you know? Well, that's chewing your food, which is also a skill that you should practice. Let's see. This out, that out, sapling. Oh, yeah, sour fruit. Unless it's like I really want fruit for the most part to be sweet. But if it's like lemons or lime, then I'm totally down for sour. But then I'm usually using it like as a garnish or like a flavor in something rather than just like eating it like an orange or an apple. And sour grapes are the worst. I think I can toss some of this in there. At least that. Alright, go from there. Gunpowder. I'm just going to clear this out. And then I think I have the furnaces in there. I'm going to hold on to the lanterns because I might need them for something. Wool is going to go across the river. Alright. And gunpowder, saplings, seeds. I'm going to hold on to the coal too. And oh, it's a mandarin. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, mandarins are kind of like halfway in between. Yeah.
All right.
All right. All set?
Yes.
Cool.
This whole room smells of almonds.
This whole room?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I will try and freshen it out a little bit or light a candle.
Open a window, turn on the fan.
Something like that. Yeah. I'll be out in a few minutes.
Love you.
Love you. Let's see. put that away. I can put that away. Oh, I'm full. Here we go. That's my husband. He's my favorite person. I'm 36. Let's see. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I come across a lot younger in general. But yeah, that's me. I don't believe it sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, I can't be 36. I don't have my shit together. But that's how time works, I guess. But I think this is a good place for me to pause for a little bit. I've got some IRL things to do. And, I think the next stream will be good for setting up those shriekers and those zombies. I think that's a good stream to work. But, hey, it's been great talking to you, man. It's been great chatting. And you're welcome to hang out on here anytime. I promise I'll talk to the server about what we want to do going forward with adding people, and I'll try and let you know. All right. Thanks for hanging, man. Talk to you soon.